How's it, Hello, everyone. Another exciting day. A couple of people don't join me today, this afternoon, after this GBP JPY. I went for the short, they went for the long. How embarrassing is that? They've probably gone out to buy some virtual custard pies to chuck at me. Yeah, it's good to have these opposite ways and see how they pan out. It shows it doesn't matter what you do, all right. They were right, now it's wrong, yeah. So I'm giving up yet, haven't quite the stop loss, but I'm seething within. Me, a sore loser, never. I'm just mopping up my tears. Yeah, well done, guys. A couple of guys, forget who came up with that. Ntombi, yeah, Ntombi, fairly new. Look for the buy. I went for the sell. I've been doing it for years. She just started, and she's got a couple of followers to have the guts to back her. Looking pretty good at the moment. Got in at mine didn't start yet. 4 o'clock. Doesn't matter. 160.60 already. 60 pips in profit. So you can't lose in this. Modify your stock. Well, bloody done. Trouble's another on here at the moment. I'm getting a bit thick. It's my one. Put it on mine if they are. It's my way of saying well done. I'm trying to encourage people to, thinking, come up and stick by their convictions, etc. It shows, Beauty, we might both win. If this comes off now, and there's stopped out in a modified profit, it comes down, we're stopped out in a modified profit, it might be a win-win. Let's just see. But it does worry me. It's taking out that 50-day. I have to say, I thought that would hold, but it looks like it's not. And that's giving me a little bit nervous. But the guys who took me along, great. The guys who supported me, very sorry, guys. Yeah. We're around for all on Farley. I mean, on me. I mean, how's it solid? Just wait till I pass and check. But none seem to be doing particularly well of right ideas at the moment. Gold got stopped out. None seem to be exactly flying at the moment. No, it's 4 o'clock. Yeah, we'll start off with gold because I think it's going to get some upside. I'm looking at DXY, the other screen heads dropped below 103. Not much, I get it. It's dropped a bit below. I think might have a bounce from here. But I'm a bit low to say going again after taking a big stop out job. So I'll leave that to your decision. I have. Whether that's right or wrong, we shall see. I might get knocked twice. Got knocked out at the stop. Was it 54, 52? Well, 52, that's right. Came off a bit and then got back in again. And keep the fingers crossed this time might move up. I didn't move the stop. I just took the stop where it was, took the medicine, swallowed it, didn't taste nice, but therefore I took it anyway. And came off a bit and seemed to hover around about 1945 and back up again. So I thought maybe I'll try again. It's not twice, that's my choice. You should do it. I'm just saying. Okay. The other one was not looking too pretty either. It was a GBP CAD. That's been going on. That's been going for a while now. But no, hang on. What am I talking about? The guys got in earlier on, won't be too happy, but still okay. Guys got in on Friday on the signal, they're doing okay. Just stick it out. It's a bit slow, that's the market. Can't do much about that. Keep your fingers crossed. NZD CAD did come up and take us in. The idea was at the, where is it now? The 100-day moving average, just to let these guys in. I thought that would also put a buy limit in there, which I certainly did myself. It's not a disaster as yet. It's only 7 pips below the entry, but it started wearing it break through. So that might come right. So maybe I shouldn't be crying and too much into the old spilled milk there. GBP JPY, well done. I'll tell you what, we'll come up with something here that might be of interest. Microsoft. Yeah, sorry guys, all sorted. Look at that spread, all sorted. Again, it wasn't our fault. That's not the point. It's sorted. Okay.
Right. It looks good. Thanks to all.
Actually, what really happened there, I've been lying all the time. We had all sorts of problems worldwide, then finally got on the phone because I'm sick to death of these bloody spreads. Get onto it. And I rushed off straight to see her. I said, get this sorted. Within 2 moments it was. Thank you, Fardy. Don't believe a word of it, I know. No, by coincidence, just to finish the conversation, 1:30 it opened up, got a WhatsApp from, just as I was looking at it from Jark saying, they're sorted. I said, hallelujah. Why didn't I say hallelujah and put a thumbs up? So, apart from the ban to the nonsense, it's now working. And I see the Microsoft, I think it's going to come off from here. Forget this. This is the spread gone berserk. Doesn't mean anything. Completely, absolutely ignore that. Doesn't mean anything. Okay, I think that's on the weekly. I think there's a good chance that might come off a bit. I have been saying, to be fair, this is the downside, that there's a bit of a fight and it's still going on between people who want the bank sorted out with a decrease, or at least at best no more increases in interest rates, but preferably a decrease. And of course, inflation guys on that down want to stick with the same, and maybe another one coming up in May. So takes your bet and takes your chances. But whatever, I think that's 280. Start looking a bit on the high side. So ignore that wick. Please try and do that. Ignore that damn wick. It means nothing. That's just a glitch in the system. So seems to be on support here and a little bit higher here. It's a wide stop, and I've looked at it. I've gone in, whether you agree with me or not. I've decided to go for it. That doesn't mean anything. Look at a couple of ones I've done like today, like GBP JPY. I went into that and see me ass at the moment. But anyway, I did at 295. I put the stop, and at 248, I put my TP somewhere down here. Yeah, somewhere around about here. I put the stop, the TP rather. 240 up anyway, down there. Yeah. So I've decided I see it's a bit of a cook, might get some downside. Anybody like that? Anybody don't like it? Anyone want to buy it? Now we're all thinking, well done. Some guy might think this is a buy. You might be absolutely right. And someone might say, stop this, I'm leaving it alone. I've got my stop loss a wide one. I've got it at 295 and 248 as my TP. So it's wide. I'm telling you right now, if you go in now, it's about about $15 or 270 odd rand a micro. Sorry, a standard 1.0. What do you think? Make your mind. I'll quickly flash over to the NAS. Put it 15, and now it's going on. Not much at the moment. What's it now? Been over half an hour. Popped down, popped up, popped up, popped down, popped up, popped down. Tells you squat at the moment. That's still what I'm talking about. It's been pushed from this side and pushed from this side for fundamental reasons, like I mentioned. Don't blame me too, Anna-Marie. That's absolutely your choice. Now, GBP JPY, well done, guys. Looks like that. Thumbs up to you. Thumbs down to myself. That's not looking pretty at all. Let's go back to that. Put it on the daily again. See if that holds anyway. What was the other one? NZD. What was it? NZD cap as well, wasn't it? Yeah. What we might get something there. Doesn't look good at the moment. We'll see. Okay, so you guys seem to want to leave it. Should we leave it then? Not keen. Get the idea, guys. Brian, you guys. This is not a question of somebody knows, somebody doesn't. I hate to say it the way I'm pleased about that GBP JPY. Just say when we go in, it's up to the trading gods what happens there. We had a new lady, Tomby, she's only just started. She saw the buy. We've been doing it for years. I saw the sell. And she's flying at the moment. It's up 20 pips. That's how right she is and how wrong I am. So that's what I say. You've got to make your own mind up. Makes you feel better. I've got more right than wrong over a period of time, so don't panic. Just showing, getting it across to people. Everyone's searching for the holy grail of that's right and that's wrong. No, once you're in the market, depends on the market. So that depends on the market, what the market will do. Okay. And once you can predict the market, that's the finish of the market. You have to have a buyer who disagrees. You have to have a seller who disagrees. Okay, right. Well, that's it then. Not much else I can say. NZD CAD might come right. Gold gone back in rightly or wrongly. If you haven't, sorry about that. He said he stopped protecting. See how Microsoft, I've personally gone in, it's right or wrong. What was the other one? GB CAD. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But that's not a profit for a lot of people, so that's it. So, watching Bloomberg earlier, and they were talking about how the banking sector is coming out performing everything versus the make sure. A lot of that to do is, again, emotion running up and down. The reason is because the big talk now, they're going to government-backed depositors. So they, of course, I mean, that's understandable. Remember that Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac debacle when they guaranteed the loans, the government guaranteed the loans back in the Republican government, not a Democrat one, Bush government. Well, of course, and they write the loans for everyone. I mean, why check on it? It's government backed, same as ESCOM. Why worry? Lend the money. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Backed, no risk involved. And once you take out the risk of something, of course, we could go haywire. That's just a big recovery. How long it'll last, we'll see. Promise you, if they don't start bringing these interest rates down, Powell says with no intention to inflation to sort it out, then you might see a different story coming out and it flies off again. I can certainly comment on it. First of all, NK, depends how much money you've got. If you've got less than 2 or 3 grand, I wouldn't touch it. There's a very good reason for it. Always check. I do it every single day. I want you guys to check it. Left click, right click, specification, and look at it. 25 pip spread. Okay. Also, the margins are higher. So you can't do it if you've got small amounts of money. I can't remember how much you've got. It's up to you anyway. It's not for me to discuss. But the point is, a lot of guys don't understand this. I keep showing this for a purpose. They've got to understand what that means, And the 25 pip spread with a higher margin, clearly the margin's going to knock you out anyway, because you won't have any free margin at small amounts. When I say small, I mean below a grand or so. I mean, I'm saying seriously small amounts. And yeah, 25 pips you got to make before you even break even. That compared to maybe 2 pips on some of the others. So yeah, if you know the GBPs are, you follow it. You got some experience in it, and you got the tongue, and you know what's catching on the mathematical side. Yeah, then you can discuss it. But again, if you're not aware of the differential between, no, you can't. So as I say, NK, I'm not. If you got the tom, yeah, but if you haven't got the tom, you can't. Like most things, if you haven't got the tom, you can't do it. That's why people want money. You know what I mean? You don't seem to get this concept across. That's why people kill for it. You know what I mean? Never mind steal, kill for it. But all these bloody what do you call it? Drug lords kill for the bloody stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry. Who's what's FCB? It's always, everyone says in hindsight, it's always the big ones you missed. Yeah, always seems to be the case for everyone. So what's FCB? That's some First Central Bank or something, was that? First Citizen Bank. That's all right in hindsight, we're up 40%. If I'd said to you, that's what like to happen. Would you go in heads and shoulders on that, you know, boots and all? You probably wouldn't. Only afterwards you say that, yeah. I reckon go boots and all the mic slots come off. It comes down to 230 if only. If it weren't at 2.9, then thank God I didn't. You know what I mean? I mean, it's jumping around like the Deutsche Bank, not as much as that, to be fair. Deutsche Bank, same story. Yeah, sorry, Mark, to say that. The world's full of would have been a nice if only. Yeah, story I say probably 95% of people. Huh? If only. Yeah, many times. If only I bloody well did that. If only I went in big instead of going in for 10, I should have gone for 20 or something like that. Yeah, easy now, but in the time. Well, next time you do go in bigger, and that comes back and bites. You know now, you didn't know then. And who would have expected that? 43%, you know what I mean? I've never traded clear, it's just what it's back now. Yeah. But didn't you have it on here? So I don't know. Oh, I have, yeah, I have. Stats went up from 23 rand to about 200, not one day, I get that. But a fairly short, coming along a fairly short period of time. Those are freak issues. I mean, you know, it's like winning the lottery. Get too carried away with that. Anyway, so this is really, really, really rubbing it into me, this one. It really is rubbing it in. Did anyone take this along and gone with Zombie? They'd be up about 100 pips now. Oh, she's really rubbing it in. I got that one badly wrong. Not stopped out yet, guys. I'm holding on, getting my bloody teeth. 161.90. Getting my teeth. Where's 161.90? About there. We'll see anyway. Okay, GBP CAD. Let's quickly go over that again. Not happening much, but some are in profit. Some have gotten a bit earlier, not. But see, it should be sideways. Let it run. And the other one, gold. Well, we mentioned gold already. I don't know what's doing down there. Just I still see. Maybe say the bank having a bit of relief there. Fear factor to that's it. Fear factor taking out the equation. Suddenly all there, you know, the bank's got a big smile because he looks like the deposits are going to be looked after. That takes a bit of fear out and bang off it comes. That might be good. Don't know how long it's going to last, so we'll see. Okay, NZD CAD. Is there anything happening there? From today's got it at 90. That was a bending order. Looks like it's not pretty at the moment, but we'll see again. It's only 20 pips now, it's not the end of the world. Okay, well, we'll see. All right, yeah, interesting times we live in. Just want you to remember, we do the best we can as regards what I mean, not me, you, us together, everybody really. We do the best we can from a technical perspective, but when you get fundamental interference, you have to have an economic calendar and you have to understand that's happening because that shifts it around some of the most strangest ways. Yeah. I think that's why gold came off. Deposits have been looked after, right? Bang, good stuff. Takes the fear out. So they suddenly find it maybe not quite as good as that. There's still problems. Then it'll maybe fear again. So yeah, I'm still sticking with a long on gold. Still sticking with the bull on. Maybe a trade right now, but a bull on gold. What more can I say? Just wish you had some sort of hindsight like you had. It would be a little bit better off there. Just the trading room, guys, that is. Okay, yeah, don't know what else to do on that. GBP NK, we happy with that? If you got the Tom, what do you want to do with it? Going up nice at the moment. Got a bit expensive to go to UK now. 22 rand for a pound. Pound's nothing in the UK. Wow. I think they even got £5 coins. You had a coin, pull out a few coins in your pocket. And about 300 rand in coins. £50 note. What's that? That's 1,000 notes. Yeah, more. 1,100 rand notes.
So what's the price of a pine thing?
Well, I've been in the UK
Bizarre.
for 20 years now. But it used to be about 2-3 quid a pint. I believe it's now about a £5 a pint, something like that. Maybe 6-7 quid a pint in London. I'm talking about hotels and go up pubs. Go hotel different. We'll go. If you're a smart hotel, it will be higher. Work at about 5 to 6 quid a pint. Remember, when we refer in the UK a pint, we mean a draft. You know what I mean? It's a draft, not a bottle. It's a draft beer that I could get over here, ½ litre. And it's about for the local beer, probably around about 5-6 quid now, I think.
As far as I know, the old pint, if you convert it, was 375 milliliters. So it's slightly more than one of our dumpies.
No, the old pint was more than that going around. It was about 0.6. Because a pint is not equal to ½ a litre. It's slightly more. A pint, before decimal came in to become part of the European Union, was right about 0.6 litres, and they're reduced to 0.5, the other way around. 8 pints a gallon and all that sort of stuff in the old days, you know. Nobody understood except that those guys were in it. So yeah. Anyway, it's ½ a litre now, and yeah, that'll cost you about, I think it's about 6 quid in London, something like that, maybe £6.50 down there. But I think your average local pub in where you live, probably around about a £5 of that. Glass of wine now, I think is in the region, probably about probably about 100 rand, something like that. Of course, go to a restaurant, start ordering by the bottle, you'll see your ass pretty quickly. I mean, I tell you right now, if you go out, a meal for two in the UK now, and London's slightly different in the UK now, and maybe you just have maybe a bottle of wine between the two of you, a meal each, main course each, maybe a cup of coffee to finish off with, you get to the best part of £1,000 in rand terms, yeah. Of course, go to Switzerland, Zurich, etc. You go to Oslo or Stockholm. Go there, have a few drinks, have a nice meal, and fly home the next day. You run out. And Iceland, forget it. Remember, a captain once told me, I've never been to Iceland, Reykjavik, and he said he went up the road, called going ashore, going up the road with the mate and I think the chief engineer or whatever. And he said, I'll get the round, did my round. He saw the bill, this is several years ago, by the way. It was so hectic. He said, sup up, lads, we're going back to the ship. So God was like now. Thoughts on the Nessie, given we believe it goes right. No, I think gold, it's still a bit of fear out there. I think gold will, and the dollar's come off a bit. So as the dollar goes off, I think to the Nessie, I mean the Nazi. I find it quite difficult to call the Nazi. I think I'd rather be short than long, but I think probably be a little bit circumspect at the moment. I don't think these good times are going to go on forever. I think it's just a bit of fear on the interest rate relief, not fear, but expectation interest in people banks. So the government will run around and say, well, look after depositors. People probably go back to normal. And in other words, yeah, NAS comes off, goes up basically, yeah. Said Nessie there, Nassie, I thought it said Nessie. You know? Nessie is that fabled creature, the Loch Ness, in Loch Lomond. What are you going to stop Loch Lomond?
Money back to the charity.
I couldn't agree more. I'm sorry. I'm just going to knock this off. Sorry about that. There we go. Missed out some fascinating news. Did not, hang on. Yes, I am. Okay, there we are. Sorry about that. Probably fascinating, but anyway. Extremely circumspect at the moment, yeah. Well, gold start to keep going, mate. Keep going. I think Gerard, you're there, are you still there? Gerard? Yeah, I think you went in with me on that one. the moral support net. So that will come right. I'm in Microsoft, that's about even Steve at the moment. I think I'll forget about GBP, JPY, I'll take a big smack on that. Tough, I'm still in, but we'll hand it off to those guys that took it, let them send it out. GBP CAD, sorry, what was the other? NZD CAD, any recovery on that? Trying to, let's see. Might be in the buy zone, but I think it's in the, don't know quite what to do with this zone at the moment. Probably, you know, slightly tongue in cheek, but serious on that comment there, Gerard. Unfortunately, one or two people praying like mad for the damn thing to come down. That's the only issue I have with that thing. That's, yeah. Somebody praying for something to happen, probably someone else praying for the opposite. Why should you get better over them? It's different for me because I'm just that much more wonderful. But that apart, you know, you know what I'm saying? You might have lived a wonderful life, but probably the other person praying to go short lived a pretty wonderful life. So, you know, can't really sort of work that, unfortunately. Hey, down they had a heart attack. Just see what gas there just went up a couple of cents. Nearly went into a bloody a frothy there. What do you call it? One of those fits. Nearly went to a fit there. I can, yeah. Got quite well to say. Any shares you want to look at, or you're still a little bit sort of let's jump down a bit. You're still a bit circumspect on the shares, a bit nervous. And you want to look at those? I was just thinking of that. CAD CHF, anything happening there? Nada. CAD JPY, anything happening there? Nada. Nada, nada, nada. Oh, look at that for a moment. CHF JPY took the jump. Damn. I'm hesitant on that one. Looks like it's taken the jump. Anyway, missed that, but so be it. Hindsight, like Citizen Bank. Baba for a sell. Yeah. Let me do that. Top up there somewhere, yeah. Where can get the TP? That's the only problem. You've got to take it down here to make it worth your while. Can't do it here, that's not going to work. So if you want to take it down to here, something like that, 75, 76 here, you might squeeze it. Oh yeah, I agree. Actually, I'm just very, very circumspect on the NAS at the moment with this conflicting, what you call it, fundies are going on at the moment. Otherwise, absolutely, that had been happening. This is a brilliant place to short. I'm a short. The last time I short there a couple of weeks ago, I'm studying incredibly well. Came up beautifully. But we'll come to that in a moment. Yeah. If you want to short this, you might as well short Microsoft as well. Put it up here. We're talking $7 stocks, so we'll look at least about $11 somewhere there. Yeah, I can just about squeeze one in, if you like it. Yeah. Well, I'm definitely thinking that, Etienne. You have no fear on that. I'm definitely thinking that, regards the NAS, etc. I don't believe that. That's just a knee-jerk reaction. It shoots off suddenly and shoots back suddenly. That's purely international knee-jerk reaction. What do you think? No? Yes? Anybody? Anybody? No? Move on. Well, so much silence, I presume, Lee there. Okay. Give out the NAS there. I'm tempted. I'm seriously tempted. I must admit. If you want to go for the micro, it's got to be a wide stop, eh? That's too wide. Maybe 13-1. My jumping the gun. Am I being irresponsible here? It's not get out. It's a 1 hour. It's not exactly happening yet. I think I'll leave it up to you there. Probably fully intended, yeah. I think I'll leave it up to you personally whether you want to short this or not. I think I might be pushing my sort of legal limits here to push that after what I've been saying as a short at the moment. But off the record, yeah, I'm agreeing with you, Jane. Okay, that's off the record. Do you all know what a spoonerism is? We get the first letters of the two words mixed up, like the famous Robin Hood, what's he, the monk, Friar Tuck. That's the famous one, but maybe we should move on. Okay, right, goals seem to be coming right. Microsoft seems coming right, off a few cents. Don't get excited, Roger. Okay. And the CAD seems to be trying to come right. Good. I've just given you one, but I might be pushing my luck on whether that's the right thing to do. Get the first words mixed up. So try drop it, Roger. Well, I'm already in it. I'm always a bit nervous to suggest going in after it's been stopped out, because they have the second time around, they're going to be really pleased with me. But I'm still bullish on it, and I'm back in it. I have to be honest. I am. You can draw your own conclusions from that. There you get it. That's exactly mine. Well, sort of, but it's got to pronounce the other way around. Fair enough. It's your decision, yeah. Okay, so yeah. Last GBP JPY is coming off. Now, I'm not being nasty now. I'm sour grapes, but the guys there made a fat profit out of that. I'm still in. Might come to the party. I might get a win-win. Okay. Yeah, let's see. But yeah, it's coming off his feet then, as you know what I mean. I'm seriously tempted, but anyway, I've got a few of them. If I miss, I missed. But Etienne, I'm on your side on it. But be careful if you want to take it. Remember, you got the micro, I suppose. If you want to do it on the micro, you can. Then it's not going to be too hurtful if you get knocked out. Let's have a look. Wide stop again, really wide. We can afford on the micro. If you do on the micro risk, get it. If you still know what it is, don't get it. What can we do on this one? Make it straight 12 grand. That should work. What the hell happened there? Oh, sorry, this one went wrong. Point north there. Yeah. So wide stop, and 60 bucks ain't gonna hurt. There you are. Must have, I'm tempted. I have to say, I'm really, really tempted. Maybe go to small one. After like, yeah, I'm going to go for it solid. A small one, small for the amount anyway. So I'm not doing. Okay, going back to this one, stop loss is correct. TP, make it a straight 12,000. 60 bucks ain't going to hurt too much. What do you think? Wide stop. The banks are really, the interest rate will suddenly have to come off 0.25%, and you'll have to say, you're right. That's the end of that. We'll start bringing down now. We'll go, God save the banks. We'll sing the national anthem on that. Then he could take it out, but otherwise we can't see what's going to push it at this stage anyway. Pull off that damn fence there, Mr. Joubert. Are you in it? You pushed me off the fence, you better be in it. Good for you. Anyone want to take that? 60 bucks a shot. Okay, we'll leave it then. Okay, fair enough. I just want to do my normal stuff, just in case anyone hasn't got it. Well, I just think you. Well, 0.005, you can't. So you go, so you have to go for the micro if that's the size you want. You risk 300 rand. You can't do 0.005. You've got to go for the micro. Just go get the micro. I thought you might be, never sure. Let's do this quickly. It's actually a nano account, not a micro account, it's a nano account. So you can start mixing it up with 0.01. Hang on. I think you've all got my number now. Just check the names. I think everyone's got it now. Recognize all the names there. Yeah, you all got it. So I'm going to put the number down again. You all got that. Or maybe Mr. Abdulbawali hasn't got it. Well, I can put that down there. Roger. Support. Don't forget, sorry, support. Don't forget WhatsApp, please. 0612931. Trade on, spelled it wrong. Oh, Mango's come in. Wait for me to be teased here. He was the one who went along on the GBP JPY. Wait for me to be teased. Congratulations. Well done, Mr. Mundler. Well bloody done. I've just been saying I've got serious egg on my face on that one. I went to the short, you guys went to the long, you had the courage and conviction, you did well. Went up to about 60 at one stage, about 100 pips in profit. So well bloody done, you were right, I was wrong. Enjoy it, and I trust you moved this stop loss. Well done, Subordinate Tomby, she's not here at the moment. Well done, mate. Encourages people to have their minds of their own. Of course, you did it very well. Well done. Don't make out of it, guys. I'm usually right. Okay, right. That subject. Anything else you want to look at? Anything you're keen on? The euro, AUD, NZD, anything like that? CHF, any of those currencies? Anything? Commodities? Shares. You're buying it. It's interesting. You're buying it. Could happen. I'm not getting that. I hit my TP, so matter of that. Not might be a bad idea. Could well happen. There's dollars coming off as we speak. Yeah, let's look at this. Yeah, dollars coming off. It's got 102.90. It slipped below 103. It could have a bounce from here. Nothing against that at all. I'm not going to personally. I'll enjoy that one. I'll leave it for the moment, but certainly not going to get Q3 on that one. Well, my shorts certainly were. Maybe they didn't make an Aussie dollar because I missed it. I just missed it. Didn't get reminded. Remember, you reminded me of one of them, Mark. Nobody reminded me of that. Forgot about it. It's too late to join. Missed that one. But I made on the NZD. Still in last I looked at modified stop. Euro dollar hit my TP. Did fantastically. Happy with that. I'm not sure I'm chasing along at the moment, but I think it might get a bit of a bounce here. Yeah, it's come off a hell of a lot. I'll give you an example. In 2 days, 2 trading days, come off 215 pips, and the dollar has weakened a bit. Yeah, I could go back up here somewhere. Yeah, so no hassle there. Could do high volume shorter distance, no problem with that as well. I'm more encouraging not to have too longer TPs either, because you know, you put your TP up there, it's doing brilliantly, and then the bloody thing comes off again. Just you getting excited, yeah. 108.29, where's that? Yeah, I see what you mean. You're putting it there. That makes sense. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm getting rid of this. This is actually getting in the way of this. Doesn't mean anything. It's confusing and putting a prejudice in your head. What's doing that line there? Yeah, no problem with that. This sort of level here. Yeah, absolutely. Good chance of that. Not doing it, but it's easy for me to say ain't doing it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see. But I'm not suggesting that as a trade, but the bounce there could happen. Microsoft's trying to come down. That's good. Okay. And NZD CAD trying to grind, which is trying to, so that might come right. Go. 1.0762. That's your entry. That's fine. You're doing okay at the moment. It's a tight stop. That should stop lot mark. That's 16 pips. Stop wood. Probably actually got in, but anyway. See. Don't try and play around with 20, 30 pip stops, a bit close, but we'll see anyway. Good chance to get a bounce, but I'm not going for it. Anyway. See, Germany's on strike, a bit like over here, and not the private industry or the public stuff, transport and all that. So general strike over there. Interesting. Personal economics, they want 10 to 12%. Price going up, can't pay it. If we go on strike, they'll increase the prices going up. I suppose that's nothing to worry about that when you get to it, eh? Okay. Right. Anybody there? Any questions you'd like to ask? Don't forget, always check before you go in that you know the specifications of it, understand them, and then you can make your decision accordingly. That's obviously the normal one. It's a 10. Remember the other one, the micro is only 1. You've got to understand all this stuff. Just quickly going over it. You should begin to understand it by now, and so you can make your volumes and decision accordingly. You all know now your leveraged instruments. Euro NZD trade, which certainly Mandel after that brilliant one we went to this morning. You might be right on this, Euro NZD. What do you want to do with this one? You put a trade there. Trade in what direction? Monday? Sure, yeah. I tend to sort of agree with you. I think the general strike in Germany, I get Germany is not an entire Europe, but the area, Eurozone area, but it's a very major part of it. That doesn't help matters. It might have a little bit of weakness in the euro, might bring it off a bit. Certainly in the buy zone, but it's a bit overcooked at the moment. Is the NZD such a bad shaped economy? It's on a happiness factor, etc., for whatever reason they measure it on, parameters they use. It's in the top 5 or something in the world. So it's not a bad economy because you can't have money's not everything, but you don't see much happiness when you're starving and be broke, you know. So yeah, could well be with the stop loss. How far away is above here? So it's only 70 pips above there. You take it down to here, and you get a decent risk reward. I think it's too bad, yeah. That seems all right, yeah. Right at the top there, let's look at the 4 hour. Seems to be come down. We'll mark the 1 hour. Just let Georgina in. It's not completed yet, but it looks like it's going to be completed. Learn this guy here in another 15 minutes. Not really. It's not the trade of the century, but I have to say I do quite like it, to be honest. I'll put it up and see what you guys think. $1.7265. $100 a micro. Oh, how surprised to see a name there. Beg your pardon. Should I shoot it? What signal you talk about now? We're talking about quite a few. So just which one you talking about there? I don't know what's in your account, so don't ask me volumes. That you have to work out for yourself. But you've got to see it's 100 Rand a micro. You know what you're prepared to risk. If that's the one you like, then clearly you can do it. Yeah. Oh, it's a NASDAQ. Okay. I don't know what's in your account. I hope you work out the volumes, but I like it. Yeah. I think you can do it. Yeah. Don't go too big. It's your first trade. Just to set it up. It's all about confidence building when you start it. It's coming off as we speak. I still think you can chase it. Probably about $70 a micro now, at a guess. So yeah, if you're willing to risk 70 Rand, put 0.0 on the micro, not the normal one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to classes. You got to know that. If you're on the normal one and you got a couple of grand, you can see your ass pretty quick. So go on the micro and try 0.01. Now let's do about 10 grand. How much you got in your account? Please, Mark. Thanks for backup. Yeah. Because they ask questions, they give you no data. You know, it's like going to the doctor say I'm sick. The doctor needs a bit more than that to prescribe the right pill. You know. I don't know what you got in your account, what the situation you're in, but I do agree with it. But if you don't, yeah, I agree with it. If you need more information, I'll certainly help. Oh, man, you're doing all right. Okay, surprise. If you got a few $100 in it, well, I just don't. I'm trying to. I need data. Sorry, surprise. How much you got in your account? And is it? You said it's your first time. You told me that. I assume you know how to operate the platform. Tell me what you got in your account, and I'll give you the volume. There you are. $150 or rands. I hope to pray you mean dollars, not rands. 150, is that pesos, rands, dollars? What is that? No, sorry, surprise. I need the 150 what? Right, don't even bother trading. Waste your time, surprise. Either put some money in or stand back and do the studying so you can hit the ground running when you've got a funded account. That's not even a meal out. It's a hamburger out. You can't trade. It's international market, please. No, don't even think about it. If you go in even one micro, you're risking 50%. You do yourself no favors. You haven't got the funds. It's like what running around trying to buy a car when you got £2 in your back pocket. It ain't gonna happen. No, fund it. If you haven't got the money, start learning the stuff so you're ready to rock and roll when you do. But don't try and trade with that kind of capital. Maybe I'm being unfair there. Ask some of the others. What do you think, Etienne? What do you think, Farney? What do you think, Fricky? What do you think, Anna Marie? Should a guy be trading with 150 rand? MK, no, clearly not. Uh, 100 to 1, you can't, no, but you can put 0.01 gold, 0.01 on the micro. But why would you bother? The kind of returns you get, the amount of work you've got to put in, is it worth it? Even if you're a damn good trader, it's the amount of work you've got to put in, the kind of like, it's like working for £1 a day and you're working hard for it. Why would you bother? You know? You can probably do a little bit less. You're not going to make much out of it, less, but you just, I don't know. Let me explain the other way. Remember, you're going to work several hours a day. You want to get paid for it. And that kind of time, if you make £1 a day, you know. If you haven't got the money now, don't worry about it. Just wait to save it up. Okay, moving along. You can't trade in that. Okay. All right. Who wants to do this one? Because I say I quite like it. Yeah. $90 a micro. It was Manda's idea. I presume he's going to go for it. But anyone to join him? Because I'm supporting on that one. I'll put it down. I think about 6 or 7 outstanding myself, so I'm a bit hesitant we're going for another one, but I would otherwise do quite like it. Who wants to go for it? Yeah, for 2%, you need maybe 50, 60, 70 grand upwards. You can't work at a 2% modular if you've got 2 or 3 grand, yeah. Otherwise, you never get a trade. Remember, it's 3 grand. What's 2% 3 grand? It's 3,300, 30, 60 bucks. You go for 1 micro on the NAS. That's all you can go on the micro NAS, the nano NAS. You can't trade anything else. Very rarely we have. Well, this is 90s. You couldn't trade that, and that's on 3 grand. You go for NK. Good stuff. Okay, you got some support. I'll put that down. There, Mandla. Well done. Just give me a second. $7,488. 1.7265. PSNCP. Was it $90 there? Yeah. Okay, Mandla. See if that goes. Well done. Did okay. The other one, why not? Okay, if you like it, you got it. I'm not going to get off now. I still think this has got a chance of coming off, but it's at the top of the tray. I know the dollar's up a little bit, but that being said, it's in the buy zone to get there, but it seems to be in a bit of a range at the moment, 90 pip range. And every time it goes up, the sellers are coming in. I'm not sure how long it's going to last up there. What's going to push it up here? That's the question. Anyone like to look at this for a short, or do you think you can get a weight on this one? I understand a little bit if you are, but I think it's, remember, this is a lower low, this is a lower high than this. Let's see if we can get a fib to help you out on this one. I should take the fib, take it from here. Can't do it. Why is that? That fib ain't going to. Yeah, a bit of doubt, maybe leave it, but I think some pullback on that. Okay, well, we'll leave that in. Okay, fair enough. Now it's just trying to come off, but should hopefully help Microsoft's cause, which is happening at the moment. Yay. Nice one. NZD CAD, not much happening there, but might still pan out. It's only 10 pips or just under 10 pips below the entry, so it might pan out. GBP JPY is coming off a bit. So I hope you modified your stop, Munder and Company. If you took that long, did very well. You'd be 70 pips up at this stage. Maybe modify your stop to protect yourself. And yeah. And anything happened with GBP CAD? Still trying, it's just hovering, it's trying to come off. Give it its due, try. Very try. But no, we'll see. So it might work out in the end, okay. Still in the NZD USD, so I'm going to check that. Is anyone else in it? It's coming up a bit better than I thought, actually. No, it's all right. It's broke through the 62 mark. Marvelous. Thought that might bounce. That's all right. Okay, right. Mandler, my good man, you're doing pretty good. Have you got anything else? Now we're getting greedy, putting pressure on you. Look at Mark's case here. Get a bit iffy your bounce there, eh? GBP CHF, I think I took that one. I'm sure, did I? I did with a few of them in there. Look a bit iffy. Not good enough. Don't even think about it. Okay. Baba, you took Baba in the end, but not much happening there. Okay, anything else to look at? Very iffy. Very, very iffy. Look at the Dow. Where can put the stop above this guy here? 400 pips. Man's out in the micro. We need about 700 on the way down. Can we do 700? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. If you want to do that one, if not, don't. $31825. Stretch it a little bit active. 31825. We put the notes and stuck me around. No, I'll put down this. Don't want to tie the stop. That should do it. Yeah, I'll do it. That's only $70 a micro. See, it's tradable on the micro now. So, if you believe in that, why not believe in this one? Overcooked. What do you think, guys? Think I'll get support in Etienne. What about you, Fricky? Mr. Henning, what about yourself? Okay. So, are you long or short, Fanny? I'm assuming you're short, but I could be wrong. Sure, okay. Anyone want to join this one, or should we move on? I'm very tempted. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go too big. Wrong one, sorry. Not too big, but I'm going to go for it there. All right, so probably my goals come off a bit. We'll see anyway. Okay, right. Anything else you want to look at, guys? Anyone to recap who you're in, you're not sure of? Any instruments, anyone discuss? You're not quite sure the specifications or the economic calendar or the position size or how you get that or anything like that. Just doesn't have to just be a trade, any basic stuff you just want some clarity on, you're getting a bit confused on. Why do you think of that? Answer that question. I'll quickly check. Got that, Brent? Leave it alone. But look at it. You're all out, stopped out in a profit. We could trade out the other day, but I'll be touching it now. No. At most look at gold, but if you want to look at silver, nothing against it. Similar, but gold's are sort of like the more glamorous of the two. The forgotten partner, but look at silver you want, but leave Brent alone. Silver you can if you want. Where is it? Where's silver? Okay. Don't forget, contract size 500. Check it out. I trust everyone now knows, gone on about it a lot, what that means. 500 times this figure, $23 in dollars. That's the contract size. And if you can't work that out or you don't understand that, I'll try and explain. You still don't understand it. You've got to get the maths understood. Very difficult to trade if you don't know the basic arithmetic of it. It's a very necessary part of it. We're done on Aztec. We've already in that one. Got to write the bloody thing down on that. It's coming off we speak, so it's going to be a wider stop loss. Still chaseable, $65 a micro. It's still got a 2-to-1. If you like it, yeah. I presume you want to short it. If you want to buy it, we'll do it for you. Might have a point there. Might have a point. You like it, man? Go for it. Well, I'm in it. There's a couple other guys. They're chits in it. Afternoon one daily. Yeah, that's just point. Maybe it didn't. Similar, yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a more forgotten partner, that's why. Just wait till anyone's got that if they want it. Can I take it off now? Go to silver. Let's have a look at silver. I've traded for gold, but I haven't traded for a while. I'm in more on gold. I'll have a look with pleasure. Now look at gold, see the similarity to it. That's some daily, right? Yeah, gold. Yeah, it's similar. I have a point about the emotional side, but I find if it goes up, normally silver will get dragged up with it. And like I say, if the Dow and the Nasdaq scoops up, usually find that not always, like the Hang Seng went up and the others came off, but normally get dragged up with it. And that's silver actually might have won. Clearly a good buy, but a different situation there. It's in the buy zone clearly. What's gold in? Forgotten now. Yeah, gold's definitely still in the buy zone. So that's similar. Go look at silver if you like. How far is that? 50 cents. Where's your stop? Maybe you want to type one there. Maybe a 30-cent stop, 50-cent TP. Maybe trade that range back up again. Look at it if you like. I'm not going to do it. I'm already in gold, so go. Stop. Just put it down. Yeah. 23.52. So the beauty of this, it works it out for you. You don't have to worry about contract sizing like that because it's programmed to do that for you. But the trouble is, everyone gets programmed to do it for us. We half the time, then we don't work out how, why, or what. I mean, because everything's sort of done for us. Until the technology breaks down, you don't know the concepts or the methods or mechanics behind it. But yeah, $24 a micro. Yeah, there it is. You want it. Quick scalper trade. It's not going to cost you a fortune. Mind you, going a tiny one, it will make any money. That's the problem. So if you want with 150 bucks, you can go for that one. Surprise. Go for the silver. 0.01 the silver. Comes right, you make 40 bucks, which is a high percentage of 150. Work on percentages. 150 bucks, that's nearly 30%. About 30% if you hit your TP, and you'll be doing fine. So if you want to try a first trade, there you are. Go 0.01 on the silver. There you are. Surprise. That's a good idea. Have a go at that. Give it a bit of confidence. It might energize you to add to the capital. But anyway, try that one. That's actually your financial parameter. Okay. Thanks for all your assistance, guys. Thank you. See, I tell you what, I couldn't do this without you guys, not just because I thought of myself, but I'm talking about trade ideas. And I mean, I would have looked at silver. Thank you. Wouldn't have, looked at whatever Mandler came up with just now. NZD, EURNZD, and all the rest of it. So, yeah. That's why I say I like the idea of a team sort of spirit here, all helping each other. And always remember, you started once yourself. You might think you're a clever driver, but one time you first started, you didn't know how to change gear, probably stalled it. We're going to start somewhere. There you are. Try that. 0.01. Get yourself going with that and get a taste for it. Nothing else says surprise. And good luck, my friend. Come on, Dealey's going to join you. There you are. Better moral support. At least you learned how to operate the platform. After people want to trade, they can't operate the platform. Look at Netflix. Probably done many favors. I got knocked out in the spread myself, but it's just tough shit. Okay, how's your baba doing there, Mr. Farney? Not much. It seemed to come to a standstill, doesn't it? So Dow doing? Not much. At least it's trying to go in a direction I want it to. Okay, that's about all I've got to offer at the moment. You didn't take the end. Oh, well, okay, to leave it alone. Probably just as well. Not much happening there. Microsoft might have been the better one. Seaton coming right. Is Amazon coming off yet? Sod all's happening there. Leave it alone. Too much indecision. I most certainly can, Mr. Ondili. With absolute pleasure, sir. There you are. Daily chart on silver. You've got the floor, sir. Take it away. Sorry, just changed somebody's thing of that. Dollar rand went up. Some people wanted to go for that. I thought maybe probably sit aside, but it would have done all right. Eh? Anyway, what do you want to do now? I've returned to it. What's the next step? The floor is yours. Come on, Dilly, I'm waiting. What do you want to do with it? Have you done it? Are you in? What's the story? I've gone back to it. Now, shall I unmute you? Maybe you want to speak. There you are. I'm muted. What do you want to? What do you want to know about this? I've gone back there as you requested. Now you stopped. You take it from there. Move on. What do you want? Nothing at all. Okay. Anything else, guys? You want to look at? Anything else? Gold's come to a bit of a grinding halt. This is trying to move up, seems to quieten down a bit here. NAS is trying to come off, thank goodness. And it's one. It's one. Those who took it, the Dow, anyone take it? Clearly I did, and you guys took it. Trying to come off. Good. GBP, a couple of those are in. GBP CAD, buggering around as per normal. GBJPY, still seem to be doing okay. For those who went short, that is. Gold and NZ, oh, hang on, what was it? NZD CAD. Not much happening, come to halt around about the 80 mark. And Euro NZD. Oh, you didn't. You see, I heard you didn't do it like Citizen Bank. I heard you didn't do it. I immediately went and did it. There you are, Mark. Just to make you feel better. God, I'm sensitive.
I lost track with the calculators on silver.
Okay, you lost track of the calculator. Let's do it then.
Yes.
Oh, you need to say that because it might have moved now. Euro NZD 74.06. We've got to sell on that one. 2 or 3 pips. Don't count that. Forget it. Okay. Silver. Let's have a look. This is a science calculator. We got a buy on it. I think it was about what the grams were. I think where is it? Long. Where was the stop down here somewhere? 22, 20 to 23. Oh, that's too tight. What about 15-minute yet, Dirk? That's better. There we are. Stop loss there. Might slightly wider, actually. Let's do a wider one for you. Slightly wider stop. Might be a little bit more prudent. I know it's less risk reward, but it might be prudent to have you stop there. It's only 28 bucks a micro. So there you are. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Mr. Shearer, I was very hesitant till I got my ass kicked by Mr. Joubert. So, you know, I just passed it down. It's called trickle-down economic kick-assing. I've just kicked down to you and you missed it. At least I took it, so there.
I'm in, Mr. Rogers. I placed it on the USD account.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. USD account, what's 30 Rand? That's about what, $2? What's that, 30 Rand? That's, what's 30 Rand? It's about $2, $2, yeah, it's about 30 Rand. Yeah, just under $2, about 180, 190 at current exchange rate. So make it around $2 a shot. So $2 a micro, not a problem there. You can give, don't forget, you don't have to give 1 micro, get 2 or 3, depending on what your risk is. I think you had about a couple of grand last time I said, so what's a couple of grand? That's divided by 20 is 100. It's about $120, $110. So you can risk there 10% to $120. You can actually risk probably about maybe even $12. Make it $10 risk. There you are. You can probably put 0.05 if you like it. It is indeed, Mr. Joubert. And yeah, I have to be honest, as I was trying to tease Mark there, and I suddenly remember I can be teased because I would have missed that fact. Sort of pushed it. Remember, I was talking aloud thinking, sod it, go for it. Yeah, let's just hope so, yeah. Might end up thinking Mark might laugh, so thank God I missed it. You guys got too ahead of yourself, it shoots up again. That's the bloody market for you, eh? So you got that. Can I knock it off, guys? Put it down still, actually, so I won't forget. You guys count. Silver. Buy. Put down Mr. Mondili on that one, although it was actually Mark's idea. Never mind. We won't go into that. 23 bucks. 22.74. 23.52. There we are. call it 30 bucks, 30 rand. Good enough. See how that goes for you guys. Hey, gold's got up a couple more. Might come right there. Yeah, so there it is. Anything else you want to ask? Not sure of? Have you been? I'm surprised you've been to a couple of lessons. You need to go a couple of classes as well. We start talking about lot size, micros, minis. You need to know that stuff. If you bought the course, you need to, do a couple of classes on there to make sure you got the basics. Otherwise, you might be confused when you come in here. And once you got those basics, we try and develop on there as some sort of like a forum where we discuss ideas, strategies, and other bits and pieces just to add to the overall picture. Always happens, however good you are, however bad you are, however reason you are, whatever the market can do, because it's run by humans, and humans do funny things. It happens. That's why you need to have the correct volumes to protect yourself. Get yourself a calculator. If you haven't got a laptop, go to the App Store. I don't use one on the phone, so don't ask me which I recommend. I don't know, don't use one. But if you got one, why? Yeah. Get the calculator. Okay. If you only got a phone, then search around your app and find one you like. Oh, I can't do anything about that. I agree. The news is the biggest problem we're having at the moment. And I mean, until it happens, you don't know some bank's got a problem. There's not somebody advertised. And then even they do quite openly say, we're trying to do something about it because we can all go to that and panic. And then you get a run on it. And you didn't know the extent of the run. These are completely unknowns. That's what makes you nervous. That's it. It's like trying to deal with someone who's high. It can often you can't rationalize. Okay. I think I've run out of stuff. Just a quick go back and just a quick look at stuff we're in at the moment. Start off with gold. Gold, yeah, start to try to come right, as you can see. The second time around, to be fair, the GBP, JPY, yeah, that did very well for guys who went long. The guys who went short, still in it. They might come right, might have a win-win on that one. But the guys in the lead, the ones who went long, well done. Modify your stop, protect yourself in case it comes off as per normal. GBP, what was the other one? CAD seems to be hovering. Have another bash it coming off. If you can get going this time, that's fine. Still in profit for a lot of people, so no panic there. Euro NZD, we just got into that, so probably a bit early to check on that. We'll have a look anyway. It's gone up a bit, about 10 pips, but that's the noise of the market. See what happens there. Silver, we just got in, can't count that. Microsoft, well, I don't think anyone took it. Why was anyone that took it? A couple of bucks, it's all right. The NAS is, well, probably going to jump up now, I said that. Dow, is that coming off at all? Trying to. So we'll see how those go. So we've got a few out. I think most of the other stuff earlier on there, I've taken profit, stopped out, hopefully in a profit. But the other ones we've got out the last couple of days, or like Friday or whatever, seem to be doing okay. The only one was still in the CAD. GBP CAD, the rest, like the dollar ones, all seem to do pretty damn well. And yeah, if you earn them still, it means you're protected anyway with a modified SL, so you should be fine whatever happens there. So that's good. Any other questions? Anything you want clarifying, guys? Fricky, anything you want clarifying, something we're not sure about, we talk about, you just need just a little quick a reminder on how it works or whatever. You good there? Madiri, you good? All good, thanks, Fricky. As long as you're picking stuff up, that's the main thing. I'm not trying to put you on the spot or whatever. Just make sure you're picking stuff up. Main thing is you put some time to this. It's got to give you some sort of value. Do our best anyway. Okay, well, if that's it then, should we clear it up then? There's only a couple of minutes or so to go. I'm happy to stay on. I'll stay on afterwards. I have no problem with that, as long as we've got some value to offer. If you don't need any questions or anything like that, or any new ideas or anything like that, there's no point just dragging it on. Suppose everyone's got stuff to do. Just remember, specifications, your leverage, you just divide the margin. You're not sure how to work out the leverage. Margin into the 100. Take that figure, divide 100, and you'll get the leverage. Okay? And don't forget contract value, the different. Gold's 100, silver's 500, the NAS is 10 or 1 depending, and the Dow's 10 or 1 depending. German, all the other indices are all 10 contracts, so you know. In gas is 1,000, just know all 100,000 is the contract value of this currencies. 1 is the contract value of the shares, so you get to know those bits and pieces. Okay, all right. Well then, Mike. Well, I think most people have left anyway. Only got a few left. Good stuff. Well, catch you tomorrow morning. Cheers, guys. Catch you then. You're all good.
Oh, good, Mr. Rogers.
Thank you, Andili. Thanks for that. Okay,
Okay.
right. Good stuff. Good evening to you all, and catch you tomorrow. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you, okay.